Good evening, everybody. Some dumb guy here, and joined tonight by a bag lady. As most of my viewers know, this is Sugar, and this is her semi-natural state right here. He's little Sugar. Huh. Maybe she'll come out and say hello while we're filming. I am a bit under the weather today, and I need to get this new movie haul video filmed. Don't want to wait any longer on it, so apologies if my voice is sounding a little raspy. I'm a little bit congested. Things aren't functioning too well, but we're gonna soldier on and see what's in the box for today. Most everything I have coming in of my latest weeks or so, week and a half so worth of Amazon purchases, but I have a couple others. I have a package from Hamilton Books and a couple others that are kind of mysteries to me at this point because I don't remember and I don't recognize the name on the package, on the address label, so we're just gonna have to see what transpires. So join me for this unboxing, shall you? Thank you very much. And to get the ball rolling here, we got a couple of small packages I have not opened. I mean, I've slipped them open, but I haven't pulled anything out of here. So we're just gonna see how this all plays out. Sugar hates that noise, so she may freak out at some point. We'll see how that works. Blind buy time. And by blind buy, we're gonna go with a triple threat of blind buys across 3 separate packages. What we have here are the DC animated on Blu-ray Crisis on Infinite Earths trilogy. Blu-ray plus digital code. So we have part 1. Look at the, oh my goodness, that glare. That's a very shiny slipcover. Get that out of here, and I'll do my normal image prop up so that it's a little bit clearer after I present this. We have part 2, and then we have part 3. These were released very quickly back to back. I have not seen any of them. I know loosely about the comic series that it was based on as far as that run goes. I remember seeing a trailer for this and wasn't overly impressed with the artwork. Was kind of opposed to this whole thing, and then when they released, the prices were astronomical, and this just reaffirmed my decision to say, nope, not gonna do it. Well, lo and behold, they all 3 went on sale for I think $12 to $15 a piece about 2 weeks ago, give or take, a week and a half ago. I went ahead and pulled the trigger on those. Will I regret it? Stay tuned. We'll have to find out. So next up, 4K from, here we go, 1984. We have Mogwai, and we have Gizmo. So Gremlins. I have not seen this in a good many years. We like Gizmo. We like Gremlins. Gizmo. So I am looking forward to revisiting that. So we are 3 for 1 as far as blind buys to not blind buys, and we're gonna go in for number 5, a non-blind buy from my good friends over at Kino Lorber. Saw this one once, and it probably was in the 80s. This was 1986, not too common Michael Dudikoff film, which, as bad as they are, the American Ninja films are a bit of a guilty pleasure for me. This I've always considered to be something of a spiritual sequel. We have Avenging Force, Go Away Glare, and we have there, as we have the pairing of the 2 stars from the first 2 American Ninja films. And no, from my recollection when I watched it, when it was new, it almost felt like it could have been, under certain circumstances, an actual sequel to American Ninja films. But okay, next up, another 4K with slipcover. I believe this came out last year. This will be in the blind buy category. Again, trying to find that year of release on here, and it is hiding. There's our running time. You bastards. Why will you not cooperate with me? I want details. This was late last year, early this year. It might have been Christmas time, which would make a lot of sense. But anyway, we'll just suspense over. We have a 4K of Violent Night. And here we go for the back. A little metallic action going on there on the top. I have Silent Night. I don't know if I presented that, if that was prior to me starting these video haul recordings, but what an interesting pairing. Silent Night and Violent Night. Both, well, that one not so much a huge Christmas themed movie, but still taking place during. But yeah, blind buy on that one. We'll be looking into that. This box empty. Moving on. Oh, hey, a little spider on my package. Little baby spider. Go away, little baby spider. What do we have here? Get this out of the way. What is this? This is my coffee grinder. That don't belong in here. I don't care about coffee grinders. We're here to discuss movies, because that's what we love. To blind buy or to not blind buy? Let's not blind buy first. This is a new release from this year, of Liam Neeson Blu-ray, along lines of what he's kind of known for, the aged action guy doing his thing. But this one was a little bit different. I think it played a little bit more into his age and where he was in his life, and acted accordingly. And I thought it took itself very seriously in a very mature story. This one here is In the Land of Saints and Sinners. I enjoyed this one. Blu-ray came up on Amazon very inexpensively, and I decided I was going ahead and get it. I enjoyed this one. A couple little flaws with the story, but I thought overall pretty darn solid. But now we're back to the blind buys again, and again with a DC animated film. Oh, look who's there! Sugar makes an appearance. Hello, bag lady. How are you? You want to say hi? Huh? You want to say hi to everybody? Come here. Oh, come here. Say hi to the people. Say hi. Say hi. There he is. Oh, he's so snuggly. So soft. You're not going to purr for me because you're like, what are you doing to me, Daddy? Huh? Okay. Okay. I'll get some food. Okay. Back to the movies. All right. DC animated Blu-ray with slipcover. Blind buy. Really cool embossed slipcover on this. I hope it'll come across on the video here. This is the Justice League. I thought this would be Justice Society. The New Frontier. Let me see the light can hit it properly here. All this is raised up. We can't touch Wonder Woman inappropriately there. That would be bad. Okay, there we go. If you can kind of see that. All the characters are embossed on the cover. Let me see. No, even the title is. So is the DC logo. Yeah, everything but the background has got a nice raised texture. That's pretty cool. Part of me thinks I've seen this one before. Not 100% sure. There's a good chance I've seen this one, but again, not 100% sure. But I thought that was a really cool artwork there. I like this. It's really classy. Does really well for, I believe this takes place in an earlier time, just based on the artwork here. So I think that's really fitting for that time period. Next, this will be a follow-up to a previous video. Blu-ray, this year, 2024, no slipcover. Oh, wait, this is actually 2023. I thought these were just coming out. Follow-up, French film. This is the Three Musketeers, Chapter 2, or Part 2, rather, Milady. Follow-up with Ava Green. Love her. Absolutely do. And I think that's Vincent Cassel on there. Yes, it is. I'm seeing on the cast list on the back. Those are the only two faces I recognize. I still haven't watched part 1. I don't know how many parts there's supposed to be. It'd be fitting to do 3, but price dropped on it, so I decided, okay, I'm going to go ahead and do it and support that one and see if they continue, how long that goes. Let's see here what we got. Big awkward box. This is my Hamilton book purchase, and this is some really thick cardboard. I should have cut this open a little bit better. Yep, there goes the kitty. She doesn't like the noise of tearing into the paper, cardboard. Makes her nervous. Yeah. Packing list. Movies. Hello. Okay, nobody's in there. All right, what we got? Blind Buy, Blu-ray, 2013, starring Naomi Watts and Robin Wright. She doesn't have pen on their name anymore. I thought she was hyphenating. Neither here nor there. Anyway, Blu-ray, adore. This seemed a little bit of a provocative kind of storyline. Two, I guess, potentially middle-aged women who have teenage to young adult sons, and I guess they either consciously decide or ended up having illicini affairs with each other's sons. So a little soap opera action. He's got a little bit of slight, I don't know if you can see that indentation right there. That's not good. Doesn't look like it's torn, just creased a little bit from the shipping or something. I didn't like having to buy this Blu-ray collection for reasons I'll explain in a minute. 3 movie set, Blu-ray, Charles Bronson. This is the Death Wish 2, Death Wish 3, and Death Wish 4 set. I have Death Wish 4, and Death Wish 5. I bought from Kino Lorber. I think Death Wish is a 4K. I'm looking up there, and I think 4 and 5 are Blu-rays. But I didn't see a way shy of getting the Death Wish 2 4K from Vinegar Syndrome to get that by itself, which just left Death Wish 3, which I can't seem to find a Blu-ray or 4K independent release. So the distribution of this series is very inconsistent. It's all over the place, and this just seemed the most cost-effective way to complete the series for me. Which of the Death Wish movies I've seen? I know I have. I don't know which. Probably haven't touched a single one of these since the late 80s. I remember in my brain little bits and pieces here and there. Not much. So, and I don't remember which of those movies they came from. Death Wish 4, it looks like 1987. So it could have been any up to 4. So I'm guessing I haven't seen anything of 5. But that's okay. At some point, hey kitty, we will get a refresher. How about a box? Hey, look, sugar. Got a box up here. Hey, come here. Come here. Don't run away. Look at a box. Box. Ooh, look at that. How about that? You're kind of off camera. You didn't do that very well, did we? Move that over a little bit without you falling out and jumping out. Huh? See? And you can watch from there. Everybody can enjoy you too. This next one is also Blu-ray. Season of Television from 2014. It's a 3-season show. There's going to be a complete set coming out from, I believe it's Viavision out of Australia. Oop, here she goes. Being released in December, I believe. And before I commit to trying to import that, I found the first season in its own release. Really cheap. I think it was like $12 or something to that effect. I thought it would be good to sample this before I go ahead and decide to pull the trigger on the full set when it releases. But this one is season 1 of From Dusk Till Dawn, the series, not the movie, but also coming from Robert Rodriguez. 10 episodes, also Quentin Tarantino. Basically, from what I understand, a television series remake of the From Dusk Till Dawn movie. And I've heard good things. And I always thought that From Dusk Till Dawn, as much as I love it, is a movie that has good pacing up to a certain point, and then the rest of it, the third act, feels incredibly rushed. From the time the sugar, that's not appropriate for television or YouTube. The third act feels rushed. From the time the vampires show up to the finale, it's supposed to be over the course of a night. We don't know exactly how long, how late they get there as far as in the bar goes, and the big finale after the vampires present themselves. But it just seemed like, oh, there's like 30 minutes worth of daylight and story left to tell. So it is my hope that watching it in TV series format, depending on how far in the story the first 10 episodes go, it might flesh it out a bit. And I'm looking forward to seeing what Robert Rodriguez and Quentin Tarantino were ultimately able to pull off with that. So, good stuff. This package is from Games and Electronics. I've never heard of them. I'm guessing this is something I bought on Amazon through a third-party seller. I didn't know. So, oh, yeah, I guess it was. I do remember this. I didn't realize I bought it through a third party. Yeah, I think I discussed this before. Hoping to want to get away from this, but not being able to. This will probably be my only DVD, because I don't have any real big issue buying TV on DVD. Everything else, movies-wise, it's Blu-ray minimum, 4K preferable, assuming they're actually available in those formats. If they haven't been released yet, sometimes I'll make an exception, although some newer movies, smaller movies, are still released only in DVD. I think I featured The Land of Bad here on my channel not too long ago. In the States, that only got a DVD release, but Canada got a Blu-ray for some reason. But anyway, without further ado, this is The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live. And following up on the Rick and Michonne story. Love, love, love. We love, love. So, yeah, I'm hoping this fares better than the majority of the main series spin-offs, because I haven't been overly impressed too much with them overall. I still have to watch Daryl Dixon and Tales of the Walking Dead. I think I still need to watch the last episode of Dead City, which I fell asleep during, and that whole limited series there, which was like 6 episodes, was a freaking slog. Nothing happened at all. It was absolutely boring. It didn't make any sense. I didn't understand where the characters were from when we had last seen them. This one, last but not least, Pony Mailbox. I don't know what that is, but it comes from the city of Mill Creek, Washington, which makes me think this is a Mill Creek. I didn't buy anything from Mill Creek. On the back is a label that says Real Fiction Studios. So, what is this? Ooh, oh dear. Wow, okay. I was really wondering what was going on with this. This is a fan film, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, there's 2 parts, 1 and 2 for this film. I did a participation in an Indiegogo campaign. Missed the first film. Contributed to the second film, and then found out while that was happening that they had an in-demand campaign to where you can buy Blu-ray 2-packs of parts 1 and 2. So I went ahead and pulled the trigger. That was come October 2 years ago. In fact, I was just following up because we haven't heard any updates from the people that were making these films since February this year, and they were saying, oh yeah, we're going to start shipping out our perks and our Blu-rays, you know, within the next 3 to 4 weeks, which would have put us in March. So here we are, bordering up on October, 2 years after expected ship date. And yeah, I was on the Indiegogo page and looking at it, and everybody's like, well, where's our stuff? Where's our stuff? And the campaign owners aren't responding to anybody at all. And it's getting to the point where you're almost going to start complaining. But a lot of people said, oh yeah, I've received part 1, but I haven't received part 2. Where is that? Well, guess what? I am in the same boat now. So this is Vengeance. It is a Friday the 13th fan film. For Friday the 13th fans, this is pretty much a sequel to Friday the 13th Part 6, Jason Lives. patterned very much after, as far as the look of Jason in this film. After that, although Tommy Jarvis isn't in it, he's mentioned his daughter is actually a character. So how many years after part 6, I don't really know. I need to revisit it. I watched this film, sadly, on my phone a few years back. So I wanted to have the actual full Blu-ray experience on that on my TV, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and get both. And where's part 2? Where's part 2? This is I want to say Brown Space Films. Let me refresh my, yeah, Brown Space Films. That's the little independent studio or whatever you call it that's putting that together. They seem to have dried up. The guy claims to be a one-man operation doing all this. If so, I pity him. I can only imagine the responsibility of and workload of having to do this. What are you doing, kitty? And it's a lot to juggle. I've seen a lot of independent filmmakers that have done like Indiegogo campaigns just completely fumble, and requires a lot of patience. These people are never able to accomplish and pull off what they need to in the time frame that they think that they can. So you really have to go into that with that mindset, because you're usually a minimum of 2 years delay from what they expect to be able to deliver. So it is what it is. Also, this guy, I think he really overcharges. Of all the Indiegogo campaigns I've supported for fan films, which is probably in the neighborhood of like 6 or 7, is by far the most expensive. He's charging like $40 for each Blu-ray with $4 shipping. So even when you buy the 2-pack, it's like, okay, you're getting 40 plus 4 on top of that. So you're looking at $88 for 2 movies, which is, whew. Yeah, you just gotta keep in mind that, guess what? This is not a Hollywood studio production, and I get that. You want to support, you try to support. You can do what you can. But anyway, I got a whole pile of trash over here, and movies over here, and a kitty roaming around down here. Time to clean up. But sorry to keep you all here so long. But once again, I appreciate you all joining me. Sugar appreciates it, although she won't say so. She's very quiet like that. Oh, that's my my latest haul, and I will be touching base with you shortly. Well, as always, before I leave, Sugar, don't show your butt to the audience. Come on now. Oh, somebody wants back in her bag. Engagement, questions, comments. Have you seen any of the movies I presented? Have you curious about any of the movies I presented? Let's get some engagement, some discussion, some comments going here. Like to think I'm talking more to than just my cat, which is always a good thing. Yeah, just drop me a line. Hey, just to say hi, whatever. You picking up any movies? Anything coming out that you're looking forward to or excited? Let me know, okay? And once again, thank you. Have a nice evening and take care.